Need some help finding some edge in the prop market? Check out the Props AI tool on the LineStar app. It's a one-stop shop for all the information you need to make smarter bets. Download the LineStar app today. Welcome to the NBA Prop Show presented by LineStar, your top 3 NBA player prop bets for today that are available on Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play. Alongside my co-host Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. We've got some great picks for you today. Coming off a perfect day yesterday, 3-0 on our picks yesterday. Just to recap real quick and do a little victory lap. Anthony Edwards, that was a sweaty one, over 3.5 3-pointers made. He finished with 4, though. He's been on absolute fire from the 3-point line. Draymond Green over 6.5 points, cleared easily, 11 points for Draymond. And Josh Hart over 14 rebounds and assists. My dude finished with 20 of that combination, so we absolutely crushed it. Let's get the money gun up. There we go. I feel like my money, now it's rolling. Okay.
Let's go.
We're rolling here today. So because we went 3-0 on our picks yesterday, one randomly selected commenter gets the winnings of that entry that we submitted. So without further ado, the contest winner is Sean Johnson 5439, who commented, I still like Cat today. As a Sixers fan, I can tell you that it will take Embiid weeks to get in shape. Cat will have a field day on him and Drum. And that was great analysis because I actually, kind of because of that comment, but also I was kind of leaning Cat too in some other picks. So I did another ticket with Josh Hart and Cat. I think it was a 5-leg. I did a flex entry. I got one wrong, but because of that, I also cashed that too. So look at our commenters coming in with the sharp analysis. Love it. I feel like we have the sharpest commenters in the game. Certainly appreciate you guys chiming in the comments. And you could be a winner like Sean Johnson today by commenting below. You also have to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and you're in it to win it for our contest every day here on our YouTube channel. Basically putting all 3 of our picks on an entry, and if we win, we give out the winnings to a randomly selected commenter just as a thank you for all of the support and for commenting and helping us with the YouTube algorithm, but also just thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. And so let's get after it on this Wednesday. We've got a lot of great games on the slate, including, of course, the Knicks playing again today. And I think my Knicks pick is undefeated so far this year. I don't think I've gotten one wrong. I feel like I might have just jinxed myself with that one right there. But nonetheless, our picks are available at Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play. Quick plug for the LineStar promo there. If you use the promo code LineStar when you first download them, you'll get a nice deposit match, but you'll also get 1 free month of the LineStar app, which is the tool that we're using. We're using the Props AI tool within the LineStar app to help assign the best value in the prop market. It's an awesome tool, and we'll be talking about it throughout the video. So let's get it rolling on this Wednesday. Here we go. Let's go run it back with our picks here. And actually, we've got an all-under kind of day. We've had some commenters that have been requesting some more unders, so we're delivering it here today. We're going to start things off with DeAndre Ayton, the Blazers center, under 25 points, rebounds, and assists, 25.5 rather. But LineStar's projection here, 18.2. The consensus just under that at 24.6. And Ayton's only averaging 25 per game, going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's a tough matchup. Minnesota top 10 in all of those categories, opponent points, rebounds, and assists. So Ayton's in a tough matchup tonight. Why do you like the under here for Ayton, Tyler?
Well, he's struggled with Minnesota. He's been under in 5 of 6, dating back to 2022 that he's played him. On our team defense tool, Minnesota is first versus the center spot. And it's the worst rebounding spot on the slate. I don't think Ayton's going to go for 20-plus points, like real points. And if he's not doing that, it's going to be very hard for him to get over in this situation. I do have to say, though, he did miss last night. He's questionable today. There is definitely a chance he sits, but I do love this prop. If he doesn't go, I'm sorry, but I'm hitting this one hard.
Yeah, let's see. Ayton with a finger injury. He was, So
and
just keep an eye on that one.
He was announced out like the last 30 minutes before the game started.
Yeah.
So, it's more of a game time decision for him. I think there is a chance he plays today.
All right. How about Pelicans guard Trey Murphy, under 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This is Murphy's second game back this season first game back against Brooklyn, he had 17 points, rebounds, and assists. Just 26 minutes for Murphy in this one, going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Value to the under here, though, Tyler? What do you think?
Yeah, so in his career, he's averaging 17.6 points, rebounds, and assists when he plays 20 to 29 minutes. With him just coming back from injury, he only played 26 minutes in that first game. It's likely that he's in the same, range, maybe 25 to 28 minutes, something like that is what he ends up playing. It is a good matchup, but this is just so high above his, career average, and in limited minutes, I think it's going to be very hard to get there. Mm-hmm. It's a decent matchup for him, but all in all, we got to go under. I think the averages just tell us to go under.
All right, and lastly, to the New York Knicks pick of the night here. We're going to try to keep the streak alive here. I'm going Jalen Brunson. However, we're going under on his points total. The line was at 27.5 at one point on Underdog. I just went on, though. It's at 26. I still like the under here for Brunson's point total. Listen, LineStar's projection is just 19.6 for Brunson, and he's only averaging about 24 points per game so far this season. He's been under 3 of the last 5 games. Going up against Chicago, now this is an interesting matchup for the Knicks. The Chicago Bulls basically allow a ton of paints in the point. In fact, they're 30th in points allowed in the paint. Where Jalen Brunson lives is kind of on that perimeter, so I think they'll be feeding it a lot to Cat in this matchup, which is kind of what they've been doing so far this season, really making him the focal point of the offense, which means a little bit less for Jalen Brunson. So that's kind of the trend that we've been seeing. So I think this line at 27.5 is a bit too much. Yes, I think there will be games when Jalen Brunson will have his nights where he pops off, but with Cat in the mix now, I think they're just really trying to incorporate them. They're also trying to figure things out on offense, and I think in this particular matchup against the Chicago Bulls, who do allow a lot of points in the paint, that's where Cat thrives. He's 15th in points in the paint, or percentage of points in the paint. So I think that's where they will try to attack tonight against this Bulls defense. So I don't think it's going to come from Brunson tonight getting over that 27.5 mark. That's just way too high. Again, it was at 27.5. It did come down to 26.5 on Underdog, but if you can get it at 27.5, see if you can snag that. That was a pretty high line for him. Nonetheless, like the under. What's your take on Brunson's point total here?
Yeah, and to your point, the Bulls are actually the 5th toughest versus the point guard on the 3-point line. So they definitely are funneling stuff inside. Cat is probably the way to go.
Yeah, if you're going to go with an over, I still like Cat, though. I actually took that one over 24.5 points on a personal entry. Knicks are still without Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa. I know it's the second of a back-to-back for the Knicks, which people might shy away from, but I still like Cat here. I think he's just been absolute money lately for the Knicks. And it was just a couple at the start of the season when, he wasn't really putting up points. And then Jalen Brunson came out and said, you know what, we got to start making sure and facilitating things, making sure he gets the ball. So I like, Cat's spot here once again in a decent matchup. If you've got any locks for us, though, drop them in the comments. Let us know what you think. As I mentioned at the top, we've got some pretty sharp commenters. You guys have been crushing it in your picks, so we definitely want to hear from you guys because we're all trying to help each other out and beat the books on this Wednesday. So for our entry, just a quick recap here. Ayton under 25 PRA. Trey Murphy under 21.5 PRA, and Jalen Brunson under 27.5 points. So that's what we're rolling with. An under day here on a Wednesday. I like our style here. Fading everybody. That's just what we do here. A full fade Wednesday. Let's get after it here today. Good luck, everybody. Remember to tune into Tyler's DFS breakdown as well if you guys are playing in those DFS contests. Best of luck to you. Remember to bet responsibly, and we'll see you guys next time.